Hi, friends. I hope you are having a fabulous day. Clearly, I'm not having a good hair day, hence the hats. Hats? I only have one on. I'm a little under the weather. I'm sorry. As day goes on, I'm getting more and more congested. Welcome to Michigan and changing seasons. This is what happens to me. But I'm so glad you're here. My name's Lisa. I'm the owner of Sweet and Sassy Treasures. Pam's here.
Hello.
Tomorrow's live is iffy, so I thought I would do a tile today because I'm not sure how this is all going to play out, this congestion. So, and I was super excited to do this. So recently, I started getting papers directly from ITD, which is out of Poland, and I love their papers. But when I was going through their catalog, I was very confused by some of the papers. And these are not the best examples of it. I have a Christmas tree that falls into this category as well. It's right here. I was looking all over for it. So let me show you the three that I have. And so this is an example of one that it was beautiful. I loved it. You had the wreath and you had the scenes, but you had this random stuff down there. And I couldn't, hi Sandy, hi Sherry, hi Mary. And I couldn't really figure that out, And then there is this pink version of it, which is what I'm using today. Oops. This one, same kind of thing. Hey, Dorothy. And then there is this one. And I just thought it was a full Christmas tree and then one without a background and then a less full Christmas tree. And, I couldn't wrap my brain around, nor did I think clearly, or this would have made sense to me. They make papers for you to make a 3D effect. And there's a video on YouTube, and I watched the video. Watched is a strong word because there was no English subtitles. So I fast forwarded a little bit, but I think I've got the gist of it. And so we're going to try it today. And I'm really excited about it. Since I watched it, I've placed another order with them to get in the paper that I sold out of real quickly that I did on last week's tile, the red ribbon swag, I think, and the blue ribbon swag is now out of stock. So those are back in the store. They've already shipped, but I probably won't get them till the end of the week. And but I was excited to do a little small restock. So we're going to look at how to do that and learn together, even though, hi, Cheryl, hi, Aracelis, hi, Vincetta, Tracy, Judy. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's a lot of me on TV, on YouTube. That's a whole lot of Lisa going on right there. What I'm going to be using is this, and again, there were no subtitles, so this is me guessing. I use this foam stuff in pottery to make, thank you, Ari, to make templates, to make cutting my clay, consistent, like when I do my Christmas trees and stuff. And I will be posting pottery really soon. I've just been trying to get caught up on the other things. So, and you're going to see why that's going to be important in a second. And then, hey, Pam, do you know where those tools are I brought in out of my car? Yeah. So there are these two other pottery tools. I'm sure they're not pottery tools. They're probably just tools in general. But I use them in pottery that we're going to use to help us make these 3D. We're going to either use Sheer Bliss and or Sheer Frost, German glass glitter. But I'm going to flip my camera over and we're going to jump right in.
Do you need these yet?
Oh, I was just going to show them. Thank you so much. I am so congested. Why does it seem, that was weird. So this is the paper. And what I'm confused about is what the actual plan is for these little guys. Are they supposed to go in the center? I don't know. So I'm just going to try and I'm just going to save those for something else, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But you're going to need fussy cut scissors.
Hi, Margaret. Hi, Cheryl.
And then I'm using these rounding tools right here. I use them for pottery. Well, I bought them for pottery. I don't think I use them. I do use some of the smaller ones, but there's all kinds of clay remnants in that toolbox. So I'm just gonna smooth this, straighten this out, because right now it's just kind of cut weird from various templates.
What is it?
This is just that foam, craft foam.
Oh, gotcha.
Throw that away. Okay, so now we are doing a tile. So I'm going to paint this white, and then I'm going to use this as a background. I'm not going to fussy cut this out, but these other elements do need to be fussy cut. Originally, I did think that these were seams that could go on the wreath, but that opening isn't large enough. This opening potentially could be, but I think you could make an argument for putting those along the bottom. I don't know, but right now I'm just going to focus on this. So I'm going to use a skinnier brush, and we're going to use water to trim this out. And I don't really have a concept of how long this is going to take. And the Christmas tree would definitely take longer because it has more elements. One thing I've learned from this is not to force it when it doesn't want to tear. If it's not wet enough, then I just rip into my image, which is not a good thing. So I definitely want to start on something simpler. And I'm just going to go in and feather. Oh, you know what? It'll be fine when I'm lying. I'm going to cut into this just in a couple of spots, just so I get an irregular torn edge. But if you're looking for that video, it's probably on ITD's channel is what I'm guessing. He sent me a QR code to it because I had a promotional card with a QR code that I can't find. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to paint this white. Oh, I probably should use 3D erase and glue them on acetate and do the burn technique to fold elements. I do not know. You lost me at acetate and fold elements.
Hi,
acetate. Betty. Acetate. I don't know what that is. This is, you see, you'll be able to help me, which will be great. And I do think I started with an easy one. But there's a gift box that I've ordered that definitely will be easy, that I think is going to be so cool to do. I'll just slap some white paint on these sides. I don't really have enough to really paint. acetate. Is that like the shrinky dinks? Ooh, I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's funny because common sense should have told me that that's what this was for. But I don't know. I was not common sensing at that point in time.
Oh, you're getting out the new one.
Yeah, because the other one's on the other side of the table. So it's a short cord, but we'll see.
Hi, Debbie. Happy, everybody. Beauty.
It's not as powerful, but it's nice and handy. So what I was surprised about, no, let me back up. What I was eager to see was what medium they used. And they used heavy body gel, which made complete sense. But it reminds me of, Ursulus, I don't think you're old enough, but when I was a kid, there was Holly Hobby wrapping paper. And people used that to like layer, much like we're going to do. And for the top layers, they used silicone, which is smelly. But so that's why I was curious to see what they were using.
Hats on in there.
Oh my God, it was in on ceramic, oval ceramic plaques. That's fun. Okay, so this is going to go down here. I think I do have, can I have those molds, Pam, that are sitting right there?
All of them?
Yeah, but what I'm tempted to do, actually with this, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a bow on this, whether it's an actual real ribbon or there's that element that would be really pretty from Victoriana. That would be really pretty on there, even with just a year or something. But I'll figure that out after. I think I've got my hands full just figuring this out right now. So let's get this decoupaged on. But I think a bow would be really pretty there. Clear liquid patina, Pam, please.
Is it on the table?
Oh, Tracy, that's so cool. Thank you. Oh, that right there is where everything did not dry. I didn't emboss this until a couple of hours ago. Need a lot of that. So none of this won't surprise any of you. I'm doing my monthly video for IOD. It's we submit them on the last Friday of the month. And so I knew what I wanted to do. I've had the idea for a long time. And let's get that. Move down more. It was going to be, so here's the deal. I feel like I always make rocket science out of my projects. Like I can't just do anything that's easier for a beginner crafter is what I'm trying to say. So it was like, I wanted to do something that when people saw it, anybody would say, I can do that. So that's what I wanted to do. And that's what I thought I was accomplishing. Hi, Linda. So, lo and behold, my original idea turned into this elaborate project. But I think you'll enjoy it. But it also way backed me up. So now, holy cow, it's gonna be tough, but I'll get it done. All right, I'm gonna let that mostly. Oh, look at that's got a handy dandy little stand on there. Set this all right there. Okay, now we're gonna fussy cut this stuff out, which, you know, isn't necessarily my favorite thing to do. And if I would have had the time, I would have done it in advance. I'm going to give Pam some of this to cut as well. She can actually pick her poison. You want to help me fussy cut?
Yes, what am I cutting?
You're not going to like it.
I gotta find little fussy cut scissors. Got them.
I don't know how sharp those are.
All these things,
Yep.
even the little bitty minute ones.
Yeah. Yep.
Even the ones I
This
can
is an
even
easy
the ones
one
I can
too.
barely see.
Yep. So we'll know together how long this takes. Because I've never done it before. If you don't like fussy cutting, this probably would not be your cup of tea. But I think that the look is going to be so worth it. I fell in love with this paper before I knew what it was. Let me just tear that off right there. What the heck? I don't even know what this is. That was so weird. Okay. So we're just going to keep going. So very nostalgic, right? Going back to the Holly Hobby days. Registration for Home for the Holidays ends today as soon as this live is over. So 5 o'clock. I extended it a little bit. And then I'm in the process of ordering all the things and gathering all the things and making decisions, waiting for my new prototype to come in. I'm working on ideas for the holiday journal. I have one idea, but I'm not sure it's going to pan out. I got to talk through it out loud, and that's when I usually figure out whether it's going to do what I need it to do or not. So that's kind of where all that is, and that will be it for, I think. I have another workshop that I'm ready to do, but it's not necessarily holiday. So that one could easily wait till the new year. We have to schedule an auction or a few. I have to get making snowmen. This is my favorite time of year, though. I love making all of the holiday stuff. Are we having fun yet, Pam?
Sure.
All right.
These are so small, I can't even tell what they are.
They're like those little Home for the Holiday, Dorothy, is that workshop or the thing that we did at the retreat. It's called Home for the Holiday, is what that is called. Because that's what the project will have for wording. But we do have to go to Home Depot and get some wood for those. But right now it's just assessing how much I need of everything and getting everything ordered. I mean, when they say fussy cut, I wonder how fussy you're supposed to cut. Like I'm pretty much trying to cut all the things out. I fell in love with the red one first, and then when I saw the pink one, I was like, that is totally me. Doesn't love pink. This is kind of painstaking.
I guess they could have been doing this well.
I know. Oh, Monta, I'm sure. I hear you on that. I've got family stuff going on right now, and it's been a long time of it, but there's more stuff, and it's so hard. So I really wish we would have cut these down in advance. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you go and do something fun and catch the replay. But
they're going to have conversations amongst themselves.
Yeah.
They're both contemplating.
I was doing soldering in
Tracy, you've been on a snowman kick. You need to make something different.
Yeah, Shane, Christmas journal, but it's just going to be later than normal, which is, I mean, that's no big deal. My goal is to have my prototype done in the next 2 weeks, which seems like I should be able to get it done before then, but there's just no way. I'm not positive if I need to have something made or if I can just use, something that's ready available. I think I told you guys, usually for that workshop, I know what the container is and I have a hard time with the story. But for this one, I know what the story is, and it's based on the 12 Days of Christmas, but it's not the 12 Days of Christmas. It's, along the same nostalgic story that I always do.
Oh, Mary said her deer in the house did not make it during the flight. If
Oh,
I heat it, do you
no.
think I can undo the layers?
I know you can. Tracy had to do it. Yep. Because, well, Tracy's story is really funny, and I'm not going to be the one to tell it, but it's pretty hysterical.
Okay, can I finish something for you so you can go on, or you can't go on until
You got those all done? There's a poinsettia that needs to be done, that pink one.
Oh boy.
Maybe I'm being too fussy. I was just taking the expression very literally. And I guess if you weren't live, this isn't bad, really. Imagine, I think on the YouTube video, I think I watched her cut in real time. So they must all take a little bit of time. I mean, the more detailed, the prettier it is. The more layers, the prettier it is. But and then I'm still trying to process how I'm going to add any of the zhuzh that I want to add.
You must have brought an extra big suitcase, all you ladies, for that, for the retreat.
I didn't even think about getting it home, to be honest with you. I don't think about that when I go to anything. I'm going to California soon, but it's a soldering workshop. So all that stuff is smaller scale, fortunately. But when I go to Art and Soul, the first time I went, I had to get a suitcase to bring stuff home because I didn't remotely think about that piece of it.
Spill the beans, Tracy, Mary said.
Yeah, I don't know if she'll want to tell the story. It's so funny though. Is she saying? Sherry didn't even check a bag, but you poor thing, your flight.
What happened with her flight?
Every time I say her name, my phone thinks I'm talking to it.
Sherry V, what happened with your flight?
She can tell you.
Did you get delayed?
She got canceled.
Canceled?
And they put her up in, what hotel was it? It's one by the airport that.
Completely. Why would it get canceled?
They're having trouble with TSA, I think, still. From the shutdown. All right, I'm going to go with I had the harder one.
Yours was a lot bigger.
Now I'm starting to I'm not being as fussy in my cutting.
Well, they're all decent hotels by the airport, aren't they?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, for the longest time, the only hotel by the airport was like a dive. That's the worst, too. I've taken a voluntary delay, like you can. Ken and I did, but it was years ago. I don't remember what they did with us.
Sun Country put us up in an old Sun Country. Is that an airline?
Yeah.
Oh, and an old Wyndham that smells. Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. And I don't even know if they give you food vouchers. We had our flight in Rome canceled, and they put us up in a hotel. But, it was mechanical issues, which, for that long of a flight, I'd much rather that they canceled then. By the time they got it straightened out, the air crew would have timed out for as long as, they're allowed to work. So they put us in a hotel, and it was a horror. We were stuck on the plane, on the tarmac for 4 hours. We had to walk off the plane. They didn't even take us back to a gate. But the hotel that they put us in, they did a banquet style dinner. I don't know. It was bizarre because you'd think, oh, stuck in Italy, not so bad. You'll get great food. And it was yeah. It was interesting for sure.
Did it mess up the rest of your trip?
It was in the coming home.
Oh, that's
so, you're just so anxious to get home, but. Am I discouraging anybody yet? We'll see how it turns out, whether this is.
Cheryl McCabe said I call it cussy flatten instead of fussy cutting.
I am not a fussy cutter, that is for sure.
Oh no, they gave him two $15 food vouchers to use only at the airport.
Jeez.
That doesn't get you much food at the airport. She said us. Who is she flying with?
I would think the rest of the people on her plane.
Oh yeah, I was thinking somebody else from our retreat. Well, that's good. It turned out okay. I met new friends.
Oh, that's such a good way to look at it. My sister and I, years and years and years ago, she took me to Rome on vacation. She won it like as a work trip, and we went. And our flight coming home connected in Amsterdam, and our flight leaving Rome was delayed, so we missed our connection in Amsterdam. Had to stay the night, and we had nothing with us. Like, we washed our undergarments in the sink, blow dried them. It was like, oh, it was so funny.
Oh yeah, because you didn't have luggage or anything.
No, no, not a thing. And I mean, I wasn't in the habit back then of in my carry-on putting like essentials. I don't know that I still do even.
Oh, I always put my makeup and all that stuff in my carry-on.
But do you pack a spare pair of underwear?
No, I probably will start though.
That's the thing. It's like, who would think to have that? A bathing suit if I'm going somewhere warm. I'll put that in my carry-on. You guys, I'm not doing a very good job anymore. I just want to get to the fun part.
Hello, Lisbeth.
Almost there.
Only a few more cussy futs.
At least when you did the Holly Hobby stuff, you got to pick the parts. You know, you elevated. So you picked like, well, had to make sense though too. But the hat was always an easy one.
Good job, Mary. Casey always puts an extra set of underwear and pajamas on her carry-on.
That's just smart. You'd think that would have changed my habits, but it didn't.
Lisbeth says, hi, Pam. Give Lisa a hug for me.
Oh, Liz, hi, sweetie. I loved your words the other day. Thank you. You guys were all so wonderful. I still can't talk about it though. Love you. But I just can't.
Oh, isn't it fun picking up the kids from school, Mary Jo? It's always a pain in the butt at the school we go to pick our grandkids up.
Yeah, where Ari goes to school, it's bad too. There's like no parking, no.
Cheryl makes sure she packs extra Prozac. That helps.
Well, even in Italy, you know, they drink wine and I don't drink wine. But after all that, I could have used a drink. For sure. And it was the computer that was down. So it's like, geez, do you really want to fly after that? But so
Lori Henderson says that's a lot of fussy cutting.
It is. I know. We'll see if it's worth it, right? The one that she did was beautiful. It wasn't Christmas. It was just a spring floral thing, but
looks like you're almost done.
I am. Okay.
Goodness gracious.
I'm gonna sand this. How long was that? Yeah, long time. It was. Just sand the edges of this real quick. And I lost part of the wreath. It's just a little wider than my board, but that's all right. No big deal. Okay. Oops.
Hey, now I get to see what you're doing.
The stuff still isn't really dry. Okay, so we're gonna start with the biggest layer. I'm gonna have to grab all Pam's stuff. Let me take my scraps and move them because some of those things she's got are tiny. Note to self, when I do that present, because I can't wait
Careful.
to do it. I'll cut them out in advance. So what she did was she took this foam paper and flipped that over. And I thought this was such a good idea. She used this round tool. I'm going to actually go a step further and grab. I've got one more cushiony layer I can add. So that I can press it in more.
Hi, Carol. What are you doing, making it poofy?
Yeah. So the more you can do this, the poofier it's going to get. And by having that extra cushion under there, I'm able to depress it more. So you want to go into those extended areas. Remember, I didn't like watch the video. I watched the video, but I didn't watch the video. So, you know, flatten some of this out a little bit. I can flip it over and use the smaller size.
Hi, Susan. Oh, from Denmark. Sussy in Denmark. Hi, Sussy.
Hello. Thank
Is
you
it
for
Susie,
being here.
Susie or Sussy?
Oh, geez, got these
S-U-S-S-I-E. I
itty
love it. Either way.
bitty little things. Okay, Charlie.
Don't lose those little things.
Okay. I reserve the right to revisit those. Let's just
You'll probably end up losing them.
get a feel for what I'm doing with this stuff. Okay, so there are those elements. Ouch.
So is that all the black stuff was for, to do that?
Just to give you a cushion.
Gotcha. I thought you were cutting it out and using it.
Mm-mm.
I wonder how that was going to work.
Could you take a large heavy body gel out of stock for me, please? Mine was pretty much gone. I'll pretend I know what I'm doing here. This brush. Okay.
Wait, it says gloss. Is it glossy?
Yeah. So some of this you may want to like cut into a little bit to get some of the elements to stick out more.
You took the large one.
I'm going to get those outside things to curve a little bit more. Okie dokie. No clue what I'm doing here. No clue.
Oh, losing your little pieces already. I see them blowing around.
So you're going to need, to get the elevation, you're going to need to glob this.
Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Elizabeth.
Just looking to see where I've got stuff. I'm just doing what I saw on YouTube, you guys. No real idea what I'm doing here. Cracks me up. Ken watches Monday Night Football the following day.
He does.
Yeah, like you already know what happened. So I don't necessarily want this stuff to like totally line up perfectly either.
We're using foam dots. I've used the foam dots too for layering pictures.
Come on. I'll curl this myself. Hmm. Oops, I covered it up now to know what's what. I think this is here. And I don't need it again to line up perfectly.
Oh, it's looking pretty.
Hmm. I'm going to be smarter this time and put it on the back. I do like the heavy body gel though. It's pretty easy to work with. Oh boy. Where do you think this little thing goes? Oh, the heck am I supposed to know?
Which one?
This. Let's say that it goes right here. Because that's where I'm putting it. Okay, this one's the red one. It's super fun. It's very nostalgic for sure.
I'm seeing more about heavy body gel. Is it good for most things? It seems to be good.
Yes, it's thick and it's just such a strong adhesive, you know.
Oops, Betty, I just saw your thing. Sorry. She said instead of using your finger, use the end of the paintbrush to put the center of the flowers into the medium.
Oh yeah, good idea. Too late now though. You can tell I haven't done this since my let's see. I mean, this is fun. Don't get me wrong, but really fun part comes in what you do after this, in my opinion. So I'm going to need German glass glitter, the sheer frost, please. I need to take a brush and get any overspill off. I just got to find one that'll work. This one might work. You know, like where I got blobs.
I got sheer bliss. I don't have sheer frost. Oh, you want the glass glitter? This.
Yeah. Yep. I think I could probably get better at this. I don't think my first time was like a you nailed it kind of thing. Not sure I have the hang of how to get them puffy. But there's definitely some puff.
Hello, Diva Designs.
That's Mira.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Mira. Okay. I am going to drag a little bit, not knowing if that's even going to make a difference. So I definitely think I could get more 3D with some practice. But what we're going to do is we're going to use the Sheer Bliss, which is a sheer metallic paint. It's under the metallics. We're going to paint that on the poinsettias, and I'm going to use German glass glitter all around it. Ideally, you'd wait till it's dry. Good girl ain't got time for that on a live.
Oh, look, you can see the 3D detail in the video.
Yeah. Okay. Now, my Sheer Bliss, I only use this time of year. I don't know why. It's amazing. but all of the metallics will settle. So you really need to stir them. I've got a little palette knife I can use. And that means the top is going to be, oh no, that was pretty good.
Came right off.
Yep. Okay, so all the metallic, oh, this one didn't settle. That's weird. Love the Paint Couture metallics. It's going to go on a little opaque, but it's going to dry clear. I want to use a soft brush because everything's not dry yet. This is a soft brush right here. So I'm going to go in. You know, I'm unfortunately pushing them down at the same time because it's not dry yet. It's definitely could be puffier. I think I'm going to just hit some of those leaves. Yeah, I definitely didn't take advantage of the puff like I could have.
I feel like you got it pretty puffy.
Not like the lady on YouTube, the ITD woman. Can you see what that does? So pretty. Okay, I would pretty please like some Hey Sailor and some Prom Queen. Couldn't really make those decisions till I knew where I was going. Let me dry this. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Thank you.
Need a plate?
Yes, please. All right, that's just going to have to be good enough. Right. Just going to put a tad bit of Hey Sailor. Hi, Zoe.
What are you doing down here, big girl?
Hi. What you doing? Oh, she just looks at you like, I'm just going to go somewhere and go to the bathroom. Don't bother me.
Are you being a good girl?
No, she's not. Come on, Lisa. Let's see if I can get it that way. I think that worked. I am going to perfect my 3D skills. Way too much Hey Sailor. There we go.
She ran back upstairs already.
Yeah, because she probably already did what she wanted to do. Okay, so I'm going to take some Hey Sailor. Let me get a little bit of dirty water on here too.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much blue was in there until you asked for the blue.
Mm. This is just water on a brush. Now I'm going to do water, Prom Queen, and white. Do you see baby wipes anywhere?
You know, we've got like
There's-
5 packages.
There's a bunch. I put them on the bottom over there. I can do without them too, though.
Here you go.
I didn't big tap this, which I could have. That's all pretty much just white swan down there. And there's the paper. That's where the problem is going to come in with wanting to wipe back. What we want is just like a silhouette of a bluish color. This is still too blue. We have to go pure white and not do any water. So now we're just plain old white. And the more you kind of scrub it in, the more you get it to look like a painting. We're getting there. Looks like I didn't even need the Prom Queen. Looks good.
Looks pretty.
Yeah, just white. Okay, I'm going to dry that and big top, and then black paint, and then German glass glitter.
You have the big top?
Oh, guess where the big top is?
Yeah.
Upstairs. So I can use satin. It's upstairs, getting ready to be IOD'd. want you to be able to see that sheer frost. Can you see, or that sheer bliss? Isn't that just beautiful? Just a little hint of a sparkle. I have to get my sandy black and get some of these things that are too stubborn to sand off. Whew. There we go. Okay. Do we have, I know you, oh, you got it right there, Pam?
It's open.
I did, oh, I was going to say, I did not do a good job of putting the top on that. How bad. So when we get the black on the sides and pull it into the top, it's going to give it that really pretty shadow that we get on all of our tiles. It can go right over the sheer bliss. Nothing's going to happen. It's a little bit of a bubble right there. Let's try that. What's my next step? Black. Very disappointed I didn't get as much 3D as the woman on YouTube. The ITD person.
You've probably done it dozens of times.
Yeah, I did as a kid. I have kid experience. It's got to count for something.
It's just fun. Yeah, turn it sideways. You'll be able to tell. You can tell just so you can get it nice.
It's going to be pretty, especially with a big old bow, whether that's a mold. I'm thinking like a literal bow. Like vintage steam binder is what I'm thinking. Zoom out, Lisa. All right, black paint. Tray. I'm not sure I have a spot. Oh, that's right. This doesn't squeeze anymore. I don't know why. Do you have the man in my drawer? Maybe I, hold on, I might be able to get some out. Nope, can't.
There you be.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Well, that's, what if you do it the right way and try to open it instead of do righty-tighty to lefty-loosey?
You got it?
Yep. Kansas City must have won because the game's in Kansas City and all I hear is cheering.
I can hear cheering too. What about the World Series game that went into 18 innings
I
last night?
saw that today.
That's crazy.
That is. They went through both bullpens like 600 pitches or something crazy like that.
Really nuts. Of course, I did not stay up for it.
Oh, I didn't watch any of it.
I just watched bits and pieces with Craig. We were flipping around.
If the Tigers aren't playing, I don't like baseball. Football, I'll watch anybody, but yeah, baseball. Now I just want to make sure I get some onto the top of this piece.
Excuse me.
Only one of us can be not feeling good at a time.
I know, my throat's been a little funky.
Oh, Sherry, do you think they are? I don't know. Being a Lions fan my entire life, I can't get past the fear factor. I'm going to give you that, Tim, please. You know, the fear factor of it falling apart. And I know that it's been like years, but my dad, all he ever wanted to do was live long enough to see the Lions to win the Super Bowl. Or I think he'd have been happy with even just going to the Super Bowl. That's how I learned to love football, as my dad was such a big fan. And my brother. Okay, that's pretty dry. Now we're going to take the baby wipe. Get that little vignette going. It's not as stark as it looks on camera.
Getting what?
It looks really stark on camera, and it's not real stark. Can I have some parchment paper, please? I really thought, oh, and another paper plate. I'm so sorry. Kaylee's going to kill me. I was supposed to be out the door by now.
I wondered when you said 6 o'clock how you thought you were going to pull that off.
I didn't know.
Getting the dogs ready, getting yourself ready.
I know. Let's see. Oops, I almost used White Swan. That would have been disastrous. Oops. Thank you. I may put a tag on here too. I don't know. We're just going to see where this goes. Oops. I don't know if I have any red ribbon.
Sherry, that's hilarious. Oh, that's a bummer, Betty.
Okay, here we go. I want a little bit to go into the image, but not a ton. And I'm kind of like stippling so I don't get like super saturated. Okay. Where's German glass glitter?
Oh, right there.
Oh, thank you.
It is a beautiful paper for the winter, Carol. You are right.
Look at that, you guys. Magic. It's really pretty. What is the color of, I don't know what is the color of,
So pretty. Yes, it is, Linda.
but it needs something down there. And I think it needs a soft bow. Not a hard mold bow, a soft bow. Let me move this. The paint I used, White Swan, and then a little bit of Hey Sailor watered down and mixed with White Swan. And then black like normal. Right, I would ideally want this to dry. It's gonna dry more sheer.
Is there a Penhart bundle of small sizes for holiday use? It would be nice to have samples before investing in larger. Some of them come pretty small.
They don't. Penhart is probably the most reasonable. This is perfect. The most reasonable.
Oh, what paint? What did you use to keep the glitter on? She wanted to know.
Oh, clear liquid patina. I used.
Melty.
So I'm not going to attach this, but we'll get the effect.
Both of those colors match. So
And I
good.
probably would do more of a fluffy type bow than this kind of bow. Looks a little too orange now that I get it on there compared to that. But you get the idea where I'm going with that. No, if this will work or not. Or this. Don't want you to think.
The pink looks pretty too.
I know, I just don't, that's not the right shade. That's definitely too orange.
I can only see a tad bit in the corner.
On camera, nothing is going to look the right color, but I'm thinking more of a, like a, like a fluff bow. Like that kind of a thing. But on camera, nothing's going to look right. I'm going to have to play with that. That's definitely too dark. That I think is too peach. May do a tag, I just don't want to rush into anything and not like it. That's what I don't want to do. I used to like combined colors, but they don't look good on stuff like this.
You'll find the right thing.
Well, maybe that is a good color. I don't know. I'll play with it. And I think maybe a little tag or something. We'll see. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. I will post whether I'm going to be live tomorrow or not. And we will go from there. But I appreciate you so much. Everybody have a great evening. Bye,
Thanks,
everybody. Not that it's going to let me hit the button that I need to hit. There we go.